Hi, it's Mark from Soldiers of Fitness, and today I'm going to be talking about getting in an active shoulder position during any kind of ring or ladder, monkey bar kind of work in your obstacle course racing. So what happens for a lot of people when you get into a compromised position, like literally letting your arm hang and dangle, and then you start losing that position in a complete dead hang, it happens that people tear their shoulder, people hurt their shoulder. You see them walking away from an obstacle, like favoring their shoulder. And a lot of the times it's just from having a passive dead hang shoulder instead of an active hang. So the difference is, in a dead hang, I'm literally just hanging here. In an active hang, I have my scapula slightly engaged. So it's like I'm protecting my shoulder a little bit by pulling back as I go from ring to ring. For some people, it's supernatural and just normal what they do, and the rotator cuff and the scapulas are strong enough to support that, and it's just something very natural. But when you don't have really strong shoulders, and if you're new to obstacle course racing, you could compromise your shoulder and then pull something or tear something on one of those positions. So when you're building up to your ability to do the rings or your ability to do the monkey bars, you want to start with just the dead hang. So build up your dead hang. So if your shoulders are tight, you just start loosening them up, which is really good for the shoulder as a general thing anyway. And then you're going to start building up your ability to active hang, which is pulling up. And how long can you hold in this position? Hollow body's not a bad idea. And you want to hold that position for 20 or 30 seconds and be fairly comfortable with it. So when you do get to the rings and you're on the rings and you're going from one ring to the next, you have an active shoulder that is holding you up. So the odds of, rather than being dead here and hanging and pulling on my shoulder and stretching the tendons and ligaments of the rotator cuff and all the structure in there, by having a slightly engaged shoulder makes it a lot easier to go from ring to ring. This is a very short gap right now, but when you do it in a race, the gap might be about the same, maybe a little bit bigger, depending on what race you're at. Tough Mudder is going to be probably a bigger gap. Spartan race, maybe about the same gap. So just keep that in mind. Whatever obstacle you're going through, build that a little bit of retraction, rotator cuff, scapula strength to protect your shoulders. Remember, you want to race a lot and you want to race all the time and stay healthy. So there's a tip for your shoulders during these movements. Thanks.